It's very heartening to see young people. I think more and more people from who are younger should. So the younger move. So people from this around 14 to 21. It's given a boost definitely because it's become more acceptable. People are designing clothes that are more androgynous. People are wearing clothes that are more androgynous, unisex, right? So that's a good thing. But I feel like as a person who's not a part of that younger generation, but somewhere in the middle, as a 33-year-old, I feel like I need to see some examples, some older couples and older people who've actually fought the Nas case, older people who've really struggled, who've not had it so easy. I feel like I need to see more examples there because there are not enough examples. So yes, as much as we need younger people, and that has changed the quality of the movement, it's made it more slick, it has oiled the machine. I feel like more visibility about older couples will give us something to look forward to. Even if it's bad, good, bad, ugly, it'll give us something to emulate, not emulate, talk about. I don't see those examples. How many lesbian couples do you see successfully living in India? Is that an option? What are we fighting for? Or maybe not a lesbian couple, but a lesbian commune or a gay commune, right? So I feel like younger people also need older people to look up to. What are we emulating? Is GQP the only thing that we see? Look, I don't know about activist spaces because I don't see myself as an activist, but I think there needs to be more safe spaces. Queer community, after a point, my 2.5 years here, it seems like a clique. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody talks about everybody. Everybody, it's incestuous and that's fine, but where are your safe spaces? I need safe spaces to talk, to process. Why are we not talking of mental health? What about mental health? What about the relationship between mental health, between what we learn from Bollywood, mental health problems, violence? Why are we not talking about violence? What about the question of violence? It's so much more easier to negotiate violence when there is gender disparity. So when there's a man and a woman. But what about with two men, with two women? Because there you see power stripped off and really equality, right? So one of the things that when I think of the queer movement, I think that, if in an ideal world we were all equal, what would we do with that equality? Like, what would we strive for? So there are two women, we're both equal. So for example, to take a very banal example, who's going to cook? There are no rules anymore. Right now we're still fighting for those roles, right? Men will cook dinner and women will cook dinner, and we're striving for that equality. I sometimes wonder, with women, are we talking of the problems of equality? Because what does that do to difference? What about violence there? And I don't mean physical violence, I mean emotional violence, I mean, what are your boundaries then? And these are things that I would like to talk about. I would like to talk about mental health, I would like to talk about violence, I would like to talk about safe spaces. And these are things that cut across caste, class, small town, big town. Yeah. Why should we not take up space? We've been pushed to the margins for very long. Why should we not take up space? I mean, the point of intersectionality is to come together and hold hands. So we do go and stand with other movements on Janpath Road. We do go for rallies. Some of us are not just queer. Like I said, there is no lowest common denominator for our identities, right? So some of us do go for rallies against death penalty. Yes. See, this is a problem in formulation. This is not a problem, this is a paradox in formulation, I think. Or this is a problem in formulation. A lot of people around me who are not a part of the queer movements, in the sense of being political, don't see queerness as a big part of their lives. Or they want to hide, And this is a problem of the coming out story. Who am I coming out for? And I've come out to my parents finally last year. But I've always been out in my working space with my students, with my friends in university. Now, when I would ask myself about my coming out, and I hadn't come out to my parents, I felt like, straight people have a public and private, whereas queer people have a public, private, and a secret, as if it's this thing that you need to. So who am I coming out for? Why should I come out? Who do I owe this revelation to? So these are things that we need to talk about without just paying so much attention to coming out. Oh, come out, come out, come out. And this coming out has to do with what I spoke of, invisibilization and that spectrum of pride to shame. We don't talk of self-worth. We don't talk of mental health. I mean, what is our self-worth if we don't come out, right? What does visibility have to do with shame and then to do with pride? Because half the population also wears masks, right? I don't know, these are interwoven schemes that need more than simplistic things like, are we taking up space? We need to take up space. We need to be visible in other spaces where maybe I'll feel comfortable going for a rally about death sentence, but I will not come for the queer, although I'm queer. Because I want to privilege another part of my identity rather than queerness. So, but if queerness is cool, maybe, So the politics of identity need to be poked a little more.